Edward Snowden says he's done leaking documents, but the reporter who published the leak says the whistleblower has enough information to cause the worst damage in U.S. history. The Guardian's Glenn Greenwald says Snowden has an NSA blueprint of sorts, thousands of documents detailing what's essentially an NSA instruction manual. Snowden allegedly took the documents not to make them public, but to prove the ones he did have were real. In an interview with La Nacion, Greenwald said Snowden has yet to reveal his most sensitive material, adding, quote, "The U.S. government should be on its knees every day praying that nothing happens to Snowden, because if something happens to him, all of the information would be revealed, and that would be its worst nightmare."
That's an awful statement that reporter made, and the tone in which he made it. It's one thing to say that Mr. Snowden possesses some information that could be harmful.
Following widespread backlash, Greenwald later clarified his comments weren't a threat, arguing had Snowden wanted to harm the U.S. government, he easily could have. The Washington Post's Sheila Weller disagrees, writing, "Snowden's assertions, especially those made through his sponsor/mouthpiece journalist Glenn Greenwald, seem more like threats, even blackmail, than extortion to the conversation about government overreach that he claims to want to start." Greenwald's latest comments come days after Snowden briefly emerged from hiding to announce he wanted asylum in Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin has warned Snowden to stop leaking U.S. secrets if he wanted to continue his stay in Russia, a condition Snowden said he'd be willing to meet in exchange for asylum. Russia says it hasn't received that request. Meanwhile, the White House is still trying to extradite the whistleblower on espionage charges. For Newsy, I'm Elizabeth Haganor, and multiple sources, a broader view.